Hi Revivers, this is Dr. Lin of Rehab Revive Physical Therapy. Hopefully you're doing well. I just came back from a fun weekend with the in-laws, and my mother-in-law asked me questions about bands and tubes and dumbbells. So we went shopping and we spent all of $20 and you can do a great workout. And so this is what I showed her. Before we get started, let's review some of the nuts and bolts of safety with these elastic bands. They look fun, friendly. However, whatever you have to stabilize it to, or hook it around, or tie around, make sure it's stable. Because these things can whip right back and smack you in the face, and we don't want that. Also with dumbbells, obviously, make sure you have the appropriate wrist and grip strength. That's really important. And then where you hold it, how you hold it, we'll talk about that with each individual exercise. So these are important little how-tos before we even get started with these exercises. So we've got two dumbbells. Like I said, I went to Ross, picked these up for about 12 bucks. So what do we want to do? What we want to do is we want to get the basic setup. So you can either do it this way. I don't prefer this way because a lot of people don't have the right posture. So I like staggering one leg over the other. It doesn't matter which leg. Whatever you feel comfortable with. Now, if you look at my profile next, what we want to do is pin your elbow next to your ribs. So you just want to connect the dots here and here and here. And you just want to notice that it goes like this. So we can do these together. Make sure you have good posture as best as you can and get that action. Now, you could do it this way like everyone else and they throw their weight around, or you could try it my way. Do a little squeeze, a little isometric contraction, and if you can't do it, don't worry about it, just do it the regular way. Squeeze and then pull. That creates more tension in the muscle belly to build up your muscle mass. So that's how I like to do it. I like to have a little neuromuscular contraction. Squeeze and then pull. That isolates and tones up these muscles way more. This strengthens you twice as fast. Squeeze and pull. Now the amount of repetitions is more about fatigue. So if you fatigue after 3, that's all you do. If you do 15, then that's all you do as well. Now other ways, now I'm gonna show you this way. So we did it this way, but you can reverse that and just do more of a hammer curl. So squeeze your bicep, pull. Squeeze it, pull. I'm getting a workout already. I think I'm starting to sweat. So squeeze, pull. You can always try one arm at a time. Squeeze, pull. So you can do it this way, or you could do it this way. So let's talk about the skull crushers now. Now the setup, once again, stagger your legs, like so. Get good posture, right? Now I have one dumbbell, that's all you really need. You could use 2 if you really want to, but your grip is to hold it like this and interlace or cover your hand. Now you want to be in line. If you can, if you have the range, you just do it like this. And you just want to be in line and just go as far as you can tolerate without throwing off your posture. So you can do this, or you can do one arm. Like so. And you're really focusing there. Once again, if you want to squeeze and then pull, you can try that too. That's my way of doing it. Squeeze and then pull. And you see I'm shaking a little bit. Squeeze and then pull. And you don't have to do like 100 repetitions. All you need is just till you fatigue, and you fatigue a lot quicker by doing it my way. All right, let's talk about some major body groups like your rhomboids and those upper back postural muscles. So we're gonna do some rows. You just need a nice flat surface, or you could use the surface of a chair. All you need this is to comfort your own home. So what a lot of people do, they're like this. You get good posture, you wanna be in line, you bend your knees slightly. Let your arm dangle. Now a lot of people just do this, and that's like very passive. Even though you're actively sort of doing something, I really talk about, being mindful movement. So we actually like to do contractions before anything else. So we're gonna contract my back a little bit by shrugging and then pulling. So shrug, pull, shrug, pull. That's my way of actively engaging and being an active participant in my workout instead of just flinging around and thinking of the next thing I have to do or what I have to cook for dinner. So squeeze, pull, squeeze, pull. And you keep this as narrow as possible. So watch me here. So squeeze, pull, squeeze, pull. And that's how you really engage these upper back postural muscles that we really try to to attack. Another thing is we could do shoulder presses. If you can withstand 10 repetitions of this with the dumbbells that you have, that's about right. So make sure you got the stagger step like I've mentioned in other exercises, and get good posture. You want to be in line with your elbows and your middle ribs. So we're like this. Now I like to do that mindful movement again. So it's squeeze with my deltoids and then pull up. And how do you do that? You just kind of make you could even squeeze your bicep if you want. And then you just resist with that. And do it nice and slow. Get that in line with your ear. And you can see that alignment is really important to be safe. Or you can do one arm. So if you want to progress and you've done the bicep curls, you've done the overhead presses, the shoulder raises, you can always try one leg at a time. And so it's just lifting one leg at a time. Now, working on balance always helps with your safety, with walking, running, any unsteady surface. So you can try this way, you can do that. So right here, yep. Good. And then you can also try the kickbacks this way or the skull crushers this way. You can do the presses this way. And those are great ways to challenge yourself. Now, bands are fun for the whole family, literally. So what we're gonna do here is, I think just knowing how elastic it is gonna give you a good idea. If you wanna make things shorter, it's tighter. Longer, guess what, it's gonna be a little easier. So why don't we start with the basic bicep curl. And so, what we want to do is just step right on it. One foot's good enough. Stagger your legs. Align your elbows and your shoulders, and then squeeze your muscle with that mindful movement that we do, making that focused contraction on the targeted muscle, and then pulling. So squeeze, pull. Now you see I kind of drop it fast. You don't want to do that. You want to have a nice, long, slow negative or eccentric contraction. There you go. Negative eccentric contraction. Nice and easy. Align those dots. Really important. And like I said, I go till fatigue more than it is repetitions. But make sure this is safe for you. So here's what it looks like in the front. Squeeze my bicep and pull it up. Squeeze my bicep, pull it up. All right, getting a good workout. What about working on your legs? You can totally work on your legs with the bands. You could either, some people tie it around their thighs, but I like it this way and it's safer, more controlled. You can hold on the handles here, and what you want to do is kick that one leg out, drop here's little side squat or lateral lunge, and back up. You don't have to go very far, and then you bring it back this way, or you can do like a little bit of this if you want to do just straight lateral walking. But in place is good enough. Here, go down and back and come back. Push out, and you should really feel the targeted muscle, your side thigh or side hip. So it's, if you want, you could, if you're good at the mindful movement part, is squeeze your butt and then push it out and then drop down, maintaining that contraction and back. So all these are really just isometric contractions of the muscle before I even move the muscle. And I've been teaching this way since I was 17 years old as a personal trainer, so it works. The next thing is we have to look for something stationary. So I've got my clinic bed here, but sometimes a nice like hallway pole or something, something that's sturdy. But if you don't, I always recommend getting a Theraloop on Amazon or something. You can tie the whole thing through and then just close your door and lock it. So that'll fit right in the door wedge, and you can see that door wedge, you can just lock that in and it stays in place. But I have this table here, so we're gonna hook this around the much more stable surface. All right, so let's talk about the rows. And it doesn't matter if I hook it up down here or up here. The whole point is to just be in the right alignment. And just like other exercises, you want to squeeze the muscle, which is squeeze my rhomboids and then pull. So you can do it with one arm too. Anything we do, you can do with one arm if we're using your arm. So squeeze the muscle, pull, or squeeze, pull. Squeeze the shoulder blades, pull. Squeeze the shoulder blades, pull. And that really gets a good one. Now, if you want to do chest, it's just the reversed. So what we're doing is I'm just gonna flip up this way, or you can do biceps this way too. But let's do chest. So you can do chest like this. I'm probably gonna do it more seated manner since it's really low, but if I had something more my chest level, you can go this way and you can go at an angle. So you wanna align your wrist. Sometimes I do this to just keep it aligned. Align my wrist and pull up. So this is more of the incline chest press. And then if you really wanna, and you're really good at it, you have enough strength, you can just work on this one. But if you could ideally tie it to something straight back, that's usually the best too. Now there's other ones you can do as well for your shoulders, and this is just general external rotation. So your shoulder blades is just squeeze, pull. Some people do this as rehab exercises, so this is actually good too for some shoulder blade stabilizing postural muscles. We want to get that way too. So you can try it that way as well, or just push it out. Some people just like doing this, it's fun. You know, work some triceps. But these are some other great exercises. But the main ones I've taught you, hopefully you're enjoying it. I'm breaking a sweat already and it's only been like 10 minutes. So I will talk to you guys soon. So you can see, this is a lot of fun to have. You could do as many sets as you want. Of course, check with your healthcare professional. Make sure this is appropriate and right for you. But all intents and purposes, this is great. You can do it at the comfort of your own home, and it's really gonna get some results the more you commit to it. So if you like what we're doing, please subscribe below, leave a like, and any comments or questions. Or you can always email us at rehabandrevivemedia@gmail.com. I'm Dr. Lin. Remember, we can and we will get better together.